Uh, Morning, sir. Mr. Hart, good morning. It is 8 a.m. here in Amarillo, Texas. And this is the morning cooking show. We're going to be, like the title says, we're going to be making some corned beef hash. So we are just basically, I'm just waking up. So, you know, after last night's fun of making chili dogs and getting hit by some knucklehead in the parking lot, and that's the corned beef hash alarm clock right there. So I'm getting out my tools and equipment. So we got our setup going here. So we got our hot plate because we're going to use that for our pan. Got our panini grill. We're going to use this to make our toast. But we got a few other things to do. We got to get some things out and ready. Susan Lee, good morning. Ain't seen you here in a long time. All right. Like I said, we're getting ready to make our Sunday morning breakfast. And please do turn in to tomorrow's Christmas dinner. We're making Cornish game hen, lima beans, and roasted potatoes tomorrow for our Christmas dinner. And we're going to be doing that live as well. So we got our panini maker out. We got our grill out. Our hot plate out. Getting out a pan. And we need to get a few other things out. Just like cooking house, we get our cutting board. Let's see here. A lot of things got put away, so we got to undo. We got to take everything out, get the stuff out we need. All right, nice chef's knife. Of course, a fork. Let's see. Get a pair of tongs. I'm going to take a knife to eat with. Good pair of tongs. Find a nice little spatula. I think we may have everything we need. Let's see. Let's take a pair of kitchen scissors just to be on the safe side. Get a pair of chopsticks just in case I don't want to use the tongs. All right. So like I said, we got... Where'd you hide it? There you go. Quit hiding my stuff on me. So like I said, we got some corned beef hash. Like I said, this is just a 5.5 ounce, little tin, little can. All right. So we need got some eggs. Hot dogs from last night. There we go. All right. We got some good Tennessee Pride mild breakfast sausage. My favorite breakfast sausage by far. That's fine. Don't need that. Pardon the belly there. That's what cooking gets you. All right. Some bacon. And here's our Cornish game hen. Probably may see it better from the backside. Our Cornish game hen for our Christmas dinner. bit of butter. All right. Let's see here. So we're gonna, hopefully the sun isn't too much of a glare this morning. All right. So the hot plate here, it's not the most powerful one out there. I mean, it's about 700, 800 watt. I mean, it's a really cheap one. I need one that's basically double the wattage, the power. That way I can actually cook a little bit better. Yes, sir. That's what we call them. A rock hen, a Cornish game hen, a mini me chicken. You know, but we got it in the vacuum bag. We're going to cook it on the panini grill. You know, like I said, Monday night. I'm going to cook it about 75% of the way, 80% of the way first. Then I'm going to wrap it in some bacon and finish it up. I got it marinating with some black pepper and some garlic. I thawed it out yesterday. It's going to sit in there until tomorrow. Hopefully it'll tenderize a little bit more, but I wanted something a little bit special than just, you know, the same old thing. So, you know, something a little bit more festive. And, you know, that's right in the realm, you know. But we're going to all right. So I got my hot plate plugged in and getting hot here. Now we got to do this in a couple stages because we only got the one burner and the panini maker. So we got to swap things out a little bit. So the first thing I'm going to cook is the sausage, because I can put that off to the side and you know kind of keep it warm. And then if I need to, I can throw it right back in the pan, heat it up real quick, and then go from there. The second thing I'm going to do is a little bit of the bacon. We're going to do a little bit of, about two slices of bacon will satisfy. We're going to do 3 slices of the sausage. Then once we got a bit of fat in the pan from the bacon and the sausage, then we'll be frying up and crisping the the corned beef. You know, I'm going to fry it kind of like, Kevin, you'll know this, like Bubble and Squeak. You know, lots of fat, really getting a good crisp on the corned beef hash. This has a little bit of potato in it, which I could add more. But, you know, let me just close that curtain there. I could add a little bit more potato, but I only have the one potato, which I want to save for Christmas dinner. So that's getting nice and hot. So we're going to put some of this stuff move this stuff to the side here a little bit. Move that handle out the way there. Eggs down there. Butter there. Like I said, we're gonna get hopefully a decent crisp on the corned beef hash, because I like that little bit of crunch, you know, with that. And then when I mix that with putting the sunny side up eggs on top of that, makes it really a really nice flavor. The only thing we need after that is going to be, you know, a bit of black pepper, you know, peppercorn medley, so a little bit of red, white, green, black, you know, all the different stages of ripeness from the peppercorn. And the last thing we're going to need is some salt. We're just going to stick that up out the way here, I think. So, unfortunately, because there is not a lot of room in a truck, and there is no real truly level surface I cannot stand up to cook like in a normal kitchen. I have to make do. I have to do things on my lap or on the bed here, but we'll figure that out. So normally I would have this frozen, but this chef's knife is not the thickest or heaviest in the world. I mean, that's what, 2 millimeters thick, or three. It's not a real thick knife. 1/16 of an inch thick. It's a good quality knife for what it is, but not the best chef knife in the world. So I really can't have the things like this sausage here, too hard. So I got to make that compromise. Normally I would cut it frozen. I can make nicer, cleaner cuts. But we got it as chilled as we could possibly make it in the refrigerator. Gonna make three nice cuts. A little over 1/4 of an inch thick. We're just gonna set that right there for the moment. So hopefully the pan should be hot, at least a bit. That's the sound I want to hear. So like I said, we're gonna cook this through. Get some nice color on it. Not too dark. So we're going to basically be flipping these fairly easy. And of course, this one being on the end, being a little bit thicker, a little bit thinner, and being kind of a regular shape, this one's going to cook a little bit faster, but should not be too big of a deal. Like I said, not exactly, restaurant quality or restaurant technique. More of the home technique here. All right. My kitchen towel. So we got that started. Let's get out. So we've got our cooking tools. We're going to set those right here. A little bit of fluff got in there. Sorry. So we're going to be turning this frequently. Already got some good color on it. So we're going to turn that down a little bit. And hopefully, you see it's already got a nice brown color pretty quick. You're going to turn the heat down just a little bit to really let that heat penetrate into the sausage there. We're going to use this pan to, we're going to use this pan here, same shape. So we're going to use that as a lid. All right, put that out the way. Side, there we go. Going to grab a couple pieces of bacon. Now, American bacon is slightly different from English bacon, but it's basically, it's not different enough. So we're going to set that like that. The rest of this bacon we're going to save for the Cornish game hen tomorrow. We're going to come here. Wipe my hands up clean. Like I said, these vacuum bags are really handy, not just in a home, but there we go. Just get the air out of there. Keeps things a little bit more fresh. Keeps things a little bit more tight, because when you have your refrigerator and a little mini freezer jam-packed, you need all the space you can get. So, but we are cooking today with some good Kerrygold butter. That Miracle Whip up there, some bean dip. Now, I do have some more spreadable butter because I can't leave my butter out to be warm. You know, I can't leave butter out in this environment, you know, in a truck to be at room temperature, because just it's not, you know, the truck's not stable enough for it just to sit. So I do have some spread, so it's got like a bit of canola oil or something in it to make it a little more thin. So when I make my toast, I'm going to, you know, use that to spread on. But normally I use the Kerrygold for everything. So I still got a bit of a knob here, which we're going to use for, you know, primarily for the eggs. But then when I make my toast, I'm going to use the that spread. Not perfect, but, you know, there you go. All right. So now we got the sausage is doing good. We're going to move that off to the side there. Turn that down there. There we go. Little hand of God coming through here, giving us some nice sunshine. So, sorry, God, you're ruining the vlog. You're here. You can watch the vlog like everybody else, God. All right, there we go. He was ruining the. Yeah, I love Kerrygold. It's a grass-fed, you know, beef butter that, you know, has as much of the good nutrients as you can possibly get from it. So, all right. So we got that going. Put that right there. So we got two good pieces. So we're going to cut those in half, just because they fit in the pan a little bit better. All right. So. So like I said, we're gonna get these, you know, not cooked till they're shoe leather. Let's turn it that way. We're gonna get this cooked so they're cooked, but the fat is not rock hard. I do not like my bacon. I like my bacon a little bit chewy. All right, so we're gonna. The sausage is still a little bit, there we go. Sorry, a cook's habit of using my hands to do that, which, you know. So we're going to turn the heat back up a little bit. Put the lid on so we can keep that heat in the pan a little bit better. A little bit of sausage got out. We'll stick that guy right in there. There we go. And as usual, I'm going to clean as I go. All right. So, you know, a handy wipe, you know, with Clorox, you know, that's my typical way of cleaning my dishes. Now, I could take them all into the shower, but it's easier to clean as you go. So a nice clean knife now. Our kitchen towel to wipe off the excess. And that's one of those compromises you have to make in a truck. What? You can no longer be my friend. You're going to incinerate bacon? Shoe leather is for shoes, not for people to eat. Jung-gun. Good morning, sir. Making a little bit of breakfast this morning. We got some bacon, some breakfast sausage, some nice eggs, and corned beef hash. So that's what's on the schedule for this morning. A nice, simple, easy meal. Wipe off the cutting board here. All right. Wipe that down. There we go. But this morning, nice, easy, bright, sunshiny morning. What is with you people? What is with you people and eating bacon improperly? That's like flying a helicopter and deciding to hit every building. You know, that's like going skydiving without a parachute. Why would you do that to bacon? That's right up there with war crimes. You know, come on. You know, God gave us this perfect food, and you're going to destroy it? Come on. I know everybody has their own way. You know, just I don't like bacon. You know, crispy. I like it. You know, I like a little bit of chew to my mouth. I like it to still be. That's you know. Everybody has what they like, so you know I can't argue with that. It's just hard bacon. You know, that just, you know, that, you know, I can't do that. Oh man! All right. So the bacon is almost done. All right. You know, I like my bacon still to have pink in it. You know, still have a little bit of red to it. All right. So we are getting a lot of fat out of that. All right. All right. Sausage is getting cooked through. All right. Looking good. We're going to turn that one over. I'm going to turn that one over too. And move this one to the middle. Cook a little bit better there. We're going to put the two smaller ends over on the side here. Get the bigger ends, the bigger pieces in the middle. All right, so now this is the part. 11:21 at night. Well, thank you very much, Junggoon, for staying up with me. It is 8:22 here in Amarillo, Texas. We're gonna be staying here until Tuesday morning, very early, like 3 a.m. Tuesday morning, which I'm going to be heading north to Omaha, Council Bluffs, Iowa, Omaha, Nebraska, to make my delivery on Thursday. You know, Christmas Day, to be sitting around and you know, doing what we need to do. All right. Roxbury, thank you very much. So I'm just about to open up the corned beef hash. This is only 7.5 ounces, 213 grams. Now, this is the part that's not very pleasant, just because of the way it looks. Right? Now, it's chopped up, minced up. It's not the best kind of corned beef you could have, you know. But you got to make compromises, and this is it's okay. It's not the best. I mean, if I can make it corned beef myself, I would. If I could chop it to the consistency I want with fresh fried potatoes, that'd be the best. But you know, you can't do always what you want. So. Here we go. There we go. That's looking good. So the bacon is just about done. A little bit of redness, you know, not getting towards the brown, staying red. We got a good amount of fat in the pan from everything. So to really keep the heat, I'm just going to use this bowl. You know, it'll be fine. You know, this ceramic bowl will hold the temperature a little bit better, because I need this pan to raise the temperature for the corned beef. Where's my trash bag at? There's my trash bag. Forgot to get my trash bag. So we're gonna get, as such heat rises and the sausage is nice and done. It's got nice firmness all the way through, which tells you it's cooked. And then nice, just cooked through bacon, not too hard. Set that right on top. There we go. And we're gonna put, got to deal with that in a second. We're gonna take one of our kitchen towels here. Not the one I wiped up with, one that was just dealing with food. We're gonna set that right there out the way. All right. Now we're gonna let the pan get a little bit hotter. I'm gonna take a little bit of the black pepper. Nathaniel, good morning, sir. Yeah, Junggoon, it can be salty. I must admit, I do like when I have, especially when I have potatoes in the morning, I need a lot of salt. American breakfast is really sweet or salty. You know, it's either maple syrup or salt. All right. So I get a bit of black pepper in there. Gonna, let that get some of that flavor out of that because I like it a little bit peppery. Want to hear that sizzle? There we go. Now we're going to spread that out a little bit so the heat can penetrate a lot better. Actually, we want to get a nice, dark, crispy edge on it. Well, that's the aim of this. This is to make you get up, go down to the local, and get yourself a nice buddy. So we got a good amount of fat in there. We're gonna let that crisp up. So we got a little bit of time before we start getting any real color on that. So we're gonna cover that up, get that heat raised. There we go. All right, so now we're gonna, trying to escape on me. All right, let's, gotta get a, throw that away. You throw that away. I don't have any small bags, but we'll make do. All right, so we got our zipper, our vacuum bag. Gonna get our sausage in there and into the freezer or into the refrigerator. All right, suck most of the air out. Not about to waste the food because, it just was sitting in there and wasn't properly protected. So suck all the air out, get that into the refrigerator. There we go. Make sure that's nice and tight there. So basically we just got to let this just brown up, get crispy, get that corn. The corned beef is pretty much already cooked through. No, it's not Spam. Spam is uh, a very particular recipe. This is what's called corned beef. Now, Mr. Hart would be able to probably say, corning is a way of preserving food, with pickling spices. So, and if like when you're making kimchi, you're pickling the cabbage and the spices. It's sort of the same process to making corned beef. We're gonna do. But Spam is a very particular recipe that tastes nothing like corned beef. And what this particular variety is packaged in a can, has a little bit of potato with it, and is it's typically a little bit darker in color, typically. So Spam is one of those American things that I absolutely cannot stand. Spam is cringy. I mean, I've never liked Spam, ever. I thought it was the running joke for many a years, my entire life, is Spam's made from lips and the backside, the not so good backside. And that's what Spam is. It's the leftover bits that nobody wanted to eat. So let's put it in a can called Spam and everybody will love it. Kind of like what Scrapple is. If you know what Scrapple is, Spam is one step below that. There is an Italian sausage that is sort of similar. It's all the little tiny leftover bits you dig out of the head and the jowls and the little bits at the end of the bone, at the end of the joint. Not my cup of tea. All right, so we still got a ways to go for that to cook. Like I said, we got our sausage and our bacon here. We're going to have 3 of these nice eggs. Now, these are grade A, large, pretty good size eggs, so here. So, there we go. So, I'm going to do 3 of these. I would prefer all 6 of them, but I want 3 more for breakfast the next day. So people asking questions on my my messages, so they're wanting answers. All right, so butt meat is the very nice way to say what it is. That's the polite way to say what it is. I wouldn't say smooth. Maybe for mouthfeel. But as far as consistency, no. I don't know why it is the state dish of Hawaii. Why Hawaii loves Spam. Well, yeah. Americans especially, they got accustomed to this pure white egg, over decades. So, brown eggs, yellowish, bluish, really doesn't matter. The eggs are eggs, so. But, they're fairly decent. They're a little bit, the American eggs are typically a little bit lighter in color on the outside and the inside. They're more yellow on the inside than most eggs around the world, which are more orangish, more to the red. American eggs are very yellow. All right. All right. Everybody now knows I'm on the live stream, which they were told. But a good egg, it's one of those comforting foods for me. Some potato, diced up, fried in bacon fat or butter, bit of salt, bit of pepper, with 6 good sunny side up eggs on the top. So when you cut into it, the yolk runs everywhere. That's a wonderful breakfast to me. All right, we're getting a little bit of color here. Let me take a look at this. Okay. I just wish the light in the truck was a little bit better, but not really made. But see, we're getting a little bit of color on there. Like I said, I wish the pan, I could get the pan hotter so I can really crisp it up, but it is getting a little bit of color in there. But we just got to keep it on maximum heat. We just got to keep it, covered for the most part. Little tiny potato escaped. There we go. So we still got a little ways for that. This is the part that takes the longest, to do properly. Like Mr. Hart will be able to tell you, Bubble and Squeak is not a fast dish. These are chicken eggs. These are chicken eggs. Just American chickens. We've had them pure white on the outside and yellow on the inside. As large as we can get them. Where, other places, the medium-sized egg, brown, bit mottled, yellowish on the outside with a darker, more orange to red yolk. Susan, you don't know what you're missing. I tell you what, you get yourself a good, proper cheeseburger with a little bit of bacon on top and a fried egg on top of the burger. And when you squish that bun down, that yolk runs everywhere. That's heaven. That is, the ancient Greeks said that the gods on Mount Olympus drank ambrosia. That's what it is for me as a human being. A good fried egg is ambrosia. Yeah, so like I said, this is why I need either a propane or butane stove for the truck, or I need a more powerful, higher wattage for a hot plate, to really get that power in there, so I get that temperature way high, so I can really crisp things up. But okay, so I want to do a quick little recap of last night. If you look in the vlog, if you look down on the channel listing, on the video listing, last night I had a live stream of making chili dogs. All the way through the cooking process, perfectly fine. Started eating, and having a little bit more discussion. I got hit for the 10th time in the parking lot by another driver. So I had to cut that vlog, that live stream short. Was not too happy, of course. And then I had to finish my chili dog a couple hours later. Susan, it's okay. I'll just have to pity you from afar. You don't know what good food is. Like like it's not for everybody. That's just what I just have certain things I like, and a good yolk on the egg is like sheer perfection. You know. Oh yeah. But like I said, last night got interrupted on the live stream, then started another one and did my vent because I was upset because somebody decided to hit me, and thank God there was no damage. I'm grateful for that. Nobody was hurt. It was just annoying, So this morning I wake up after not sleeping so well, but I'm gonna make a nice breakfast here: sausage, bacon, corned beef hash, lots of meat this morning, and some eggs. Oh, and we're gonna make. Show me. We got some nice sourdough bread, which we're gonna make some toast with. Now, I do not have a toaster, but we have two nice pieces of sourdough. Stephen, good morning, sir. Making some corned beef hash here this morning. A little bit of sausage, a little bit of bacon, some sunny side up eggs, and some toast. So we're going to put that out of the way. And I think for lunch, what I'm going to make, I'm going to take that same bread. I'm going to make a nice hot ham and cheese sandwich. So we're going to cook the toast on the panini grill. And just like in a toaster, it's going to go in dry. You get that Maillard, browning on there. Then once it's nice and hot and crisp and got a little bit of color to it, then we're going to put on some nice thick color covering of butter. And we have some, got some peach jam, got some peach preserves, which we need to stir up a little bit because there we go. That's good. So we got some good old peach jam. Man. Now I don't need anything else. I had the peach jam. So we have some nice hot toast with a good amount of butter, a little bit of peach jam on top as well. This is one of those things, good peach jam. It takes me right back to where my grandfather would be cooking breakfast. Grandparents made their own jam and jellies and peach and preserves. I wish I had some apple butter to go with this, but you can only do what you got, All right, we're getting some good color on this. Getting a little bit crisp. Not as much as I want, but we're getting some good color in there. So we just got to keep it spread out as thin as we can. Because the thinner it is, the better the heat will move through it, the better it's going to, do its thing. So we still got it sitting there, doing well. Oh, yeah, I like strawberry. Well, strawberry and peach are the only jams I truly like. Lingonberry, boysenberry, other, varieties of fruits. Like I said, apple butter is always a good one. I love apple butter. But peach jam, you give me a good peach jam, I could eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches all day, every day. That's one of those things that I just love. I love peach jam. If I had the space in a truck to make my own, I would. I don't know if you can hear it. That's not special effects. That's not CGI. Those are real bubbles there. Steven Spielberg spends millions of dollars to create that in a computer, to make that special effect like that. All natural. Just leave your pan full of fat. So, like I said, this morning we got some sausage and some bacon cooked. So we got, like I said, some bacon, a little bit of sausage at the bottom. Now let me break out a piece here. So some nice softly cooked, and then bacon, some sausage with a little bit of a crust on it. Just nicely done. All right. Oh, I do need to get out a pan. I mean, a plate. Let's see. Where are my plates at? What did I do with my plates? Right. I got to find me a plate. Don't know where I put them. Don't know if I left them out. Where are they at? Oh, I think I know. I think I put them up here. I think. Nope. No plate up there. I don't know what I did with my plates. I didn't put them in the drawer. Oh, well, that's a bit of a conundrum here. Or are they in? Oh, I know they're in here. I didn't put them away. I didn't put them away. That's the problem. So, got a plate. There we go. Breakfast has been saved. All right, so got a nice old plate there. Get that set. Here we go. We are getting close, my friend. We are getting close. There we go. Now, because we could not get the pan hot enough, because of the limitations of the hot plate, we just cannot get the pan hot enough. The fat has not really been absorbed all too well. So what I'm doing here is just letting some of that fat drain off. Right? So try to get some of that out of there. Now, where I like fat, I don't want that much in my corned beef. So we're going to take that, scoop that out, get a little bit of that fat off of there. I don't want all that. I want to try to keep this from just getting a soggy mess. Like I said, you got to make those compromises. So if you remember what it looked like when it was in the can, it was really pale, but now we got a deep reddish umber, almost a brick color, dark brick color, reddish brown. Yeah, there we go. Get that right back in the pan. There we go. little bit of fat still in the pan. So we're good to go there. We're going to move this out the way real quick. We're going to cover that up with the other pan. Just try to retain a little bit of that heat. So now we are coming into the last little. What do I do with my? Oh, there it is. Got where my trash bag was. I want to keep that handy right here for the eggs. All right, so. There we go. That's what we're talking about. 3 nice sunny side up eggs. Trucking, Wyoming. Good morning, Mike. Good morning. I'm glad to see you. And a good dose of black pepper on the eggs. There we go. We'll put the other 3 remaining eggs away in the refrigerator for tomorrow's breakfast. There we go. These are going to stick a little bit, I think, but that's a problem with the pan not getting hot enough. Actually, you can put that up there. Put that away. Put this away. Put the jam up there out the way. Got butter. I thought we were going to need this butter, but we're not. We really don't. So we're going to put that back up in here. We're going to get the committed suicide there. Didn't want to stay. That up there. We're just going to use our spread. Like I said, I can't leave butter out, so I have to compromise and use the spread here. Get our trash out the way. Let's see here. Put that over there. Get our panini maker set. Get our toast started. Hopefully it doesn't trip the breaker here. Trip the I think it should be fine. Let's make sure this is on. Got to turn the got to get the APU started. Well, yeah. Got to get the small engine outside started. So once that gets started, I can turn the inverter back on, so I'll have the proper power. Well, actually, let's do this. Those eggs are pretty much done anyway, so we're gonna. There we go. That's better. Yeah, just a little bit too much of a draw with the hot plate in the panini maker at the same time. I can. That's why I typically just do one at a time. So our eggs are pretty much done. We got our bread in there to toast up. I got it on maximum. And once we get that nice and hot. Yeah, now that's compromise. It doesn't. I don't have unlimited amount of power, so it's a little bit difficult sometimes to get things done. So, all right, get the pan out the way here. Let's go ahead and just set that one in there. Get it out of the way. So we got our corned beef hash. Like I said, it's corned beef, a little bit of potatoes. Jungoon, I do not drink coffee. I do not like coffee. I have me some sports drink, is bottled water I still have water from last night. I don't have any chocolate milk or hot chocolate or orange juice, so I'll just be doing water. All right, so that's toasting up. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and get our plate set here. All right, so we got our sausage. This is a very meat-heavy meal this morning, so bacon. There we go. We're going to set this out the way. Over there. There we go. Get all of our dirty dishes put out the way. There we go. Set that there. Set that over there. There we go. I said we're just waiting to get a little bit more color on the toast here. All right. Let's get our eggs in the on the plate. Oh, broke that yolk. Sorry, Susan. There we go. That's looking pretty. All right. There we go. We're gonna pile up our dirty dishes in here. So there we go. That's looking like toast. Just like my bacon, I like my toast a little bit on the light side. I don't like it really, really dark. If you like it burnt, go ahead and have it burnt. Well, to a point, I agree with you, Susan. But I get these. This is a Clear American. See if I can get the label set, shown there. Clear American. I get these at Walmart. This is, how much is this? This is 36 ounces. Let's see, almost 1,000 milliliters. And these are really, really cheap. They have a really mild flavor. Yes, it has potato in it. Yes, Shungun. Ralph Floto, good morning, sir. So this is not too bad. So we got some corned beef hash, fried eggs, sausage, and bacon. Got a little bit of toast here. There we go. I think we're going to go with that. And yes, I have a lot of butter. Oh. Woo. And the toast is hot. Oh my goodness. Oh. Woo. Almost a little too hot. Yeah, we're going to plug that. Turn that off. Oh yeah. This is a good way to start a good old Sunday morning. Lots of butter because I like fat. Oh. There we go. Like I said, I had to compromise and use the butter spread. Get that put up there. All right. We'll move that out of the way. So here we go. I mean, that light is just so harsh. Corned beef hash, 3 sunny side up eggs, a little bit of black pepper on them. Breakfast sausage, some good fatty bacon, a little bit of toast. We're going to put a little bit of peach jam on there to sweeten it up just a little bit. Well, Mike, all you had to do was get here to Amarillo. I could have had some for you. I had enough here. I could have fed 3 of you. But a simple recipe meal that is very satisfying to me, at least. So let's move the plate and see if we can aim that down there. There we go. All right. So like I said, we're going to get a little bit, keep our pot. We're going to just go ahead and dig in right here. We're going to going to use this bowl. We're just going to take some jam out there. There we go. No sense in having it all out. Get back in there. All right, so I'm going to start out the wrong way around. I'm going to cut the toast here. Make it a little bit easier to handle. There we go. So good buttery piece of bread. Little smear of jam on there. Good morning. God bless. A nice simple breakfast. That makes a day stuck in the truck worth it. All right, let's get to the messy part here. Susan, you better turn away. This is not going to be pretty for you. All right. Get that yolk broken out. Right, now we don't need that anymore. Get that out of the way. So a nice bit of corned beef hash with a good whoop, come on, work with me, cooperate. So corned beef hash with a nice fried egg on top. Oh man. Yes, sir. I got your email last night. And like I said, I look forward to talking to you there, Mike. So a simple, traditional American style breakfast, not quite a continental breakfast or a what the English call a full English breakfast, but pretty good by trucker standards. A little bit of the bacon. Happy. So I'm going to let you all go. Yes, it took longer than what you would normally do in your house when you have 4 burners on a stove and you have a little bit more ease of movement. But 1 hour of my time made me a really nice breakfast. This breakfast here cost me about $4 compared to what I would get here at Denny's or at a restaurant, which would be more like 12 or 13. And plus, it's exactly what I want. It's exactly the way I want it. So I'm going to say thank you all for joining me. Thank you from Wyoming. Thank you from everywhere in America. Thank you from England. Thank you from Korea. So I'm going to sit here and enjoy this. I'm going to take a few pictures for Facebook and Instagram, make everybody else a little bit jealous. And I'm going to have me a good start to my Sunday. And I just hope you all have a good, God-blessed day. And you all have at least hopefully a breakfast nearly as good as mine. Almost as good as mine. Mine's going to be better because it's mine. There you go. So thank you all for watching. I will be on at 6 p.m. Eastern Time to do the weekend, the Sunday, normal Sunday vlog, live stream. I am editing today and trying to get other regular vlogs uploaded. And then Monday night, I am doing the Christmas dinner live stream. and I hope you all would join me for that one. A little bit special, doing a Cornish game hen with lima beans and a pan roasted potato. So, like I said, everybody have a good day, and God bless you all. We'll talk to you later. Thank you very much.